Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, welcome to Renee Box Young. You know, this is a platform where we simply discuss, critique, analyze, and simply talk about the sport of boxing in a level-headed, coherent fashion. If you love the sport of boxing, this is a place for you, definitely. We don't do no child's play here. We simply talk about the sport of boxing. We love it, you know what I'm saying? And I just appreciate, subscribers since day one, recent subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, it's free. It doesn't cost you nothing. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, you know what I'm saying? So you know when I go live, when I do my flash lives. And I appreciate each and every one of you for participating and being part of the community. Tuning into the flash lives, tuning into the premieres of my videos, tuning in the playbacks, commenting in the comment sections, liking the videos, liking the content. You're awesome. You are all awesome, you know what I'm saying? Brick by brick, stone by stone, we're building this, you know what I'm saying? And amazing community here. I appreciate you all. I want to talk about this, man. I want to talk about Teofimo Lopez and potential bout, which, let me just break it down first. First, I got to lay this out and, put this out there that, those who have been rocking with me, my standpoint concerning Teofimo Lopez. I understand why, and I'm not the type of person to go against it, you know what I'm saying? And I understand why people call Teofimo this and that, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Teofimo, if I'm mistaken, recently came out on social media, whatever platform it was. He said, all these critics saying that he's a diva, saying that, he's this and that. That he's avoiding Haney and blah, blah, blah. He's going to prove them all wrong or whatever. He posted that on social media. I just don't remember where or whatever. But, Teofimo knows what the community's saying. I've been saying it time and time again, man. That's the awesome thing, that we have a platform. We have a voice. These platforms out here, boxing community platforms, we all have a voice, and it's amazing because fighters know what the community is talking about. Fighters know what the community's saying. Promoters know what the community's saying. Coaches know what the community's talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to knock people that say certain things. I say certain, not all right? Because there are some things that are way out of line, and I don't rock with that. But I'm not saying I rock with some things that are said, but I'm not gonna. I understand why it's said, okay? But what I'm trying to say here. My standpoint. My standpoint is this for all the new listeners, new subscribers and all that. You know what I'm saying? My standpoint is this concerning Teofimo Lopez. I understand why he's gonna fight Kambosos. I'm not tripping on it. It's a mandatory. How many of these fighters out there, ladies and gentlemen, do the same thing? It's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing new. Let's just get that clear and straight. You know what I'm saying? Him fighting Kambosos, whatever belt, mandatory. I can care less what belt, okay? How I feel sometimes about belts. Sometimes, not all the time, okay? So he's gonna fight Kambosos. I get it. No big deal. We gotta understand, and I have recognized and applauded Teofimo for his last, for his trajectory. We cannot, I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna knock him, fighting Nakatani. I know it was a very close fight. That was a tough fight, man. Fighting Nakatana, fighting Comey, and fighting Lomachenko back to back to back, whatever order it was, right? I know that his last fight was Lomachenko. I saw all the fights, obviously, but I just don't remember the what order, whatever. But back to back to back. Whatever order it was back to back to back. So we cannot knock that. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be realistic there. And Teofimo, man, he has the skills. I remember saying this back in the lead up to Teofimo versus Lomachenko. I highlighted the fact that, on the lives that I went on in the lead up to the fight, I think it was in my Final Thoughts live session, I talked about how Teofimo, he has tools that we haven't seen. The types of opponents he has faced, stylistically speaking, he hasn't needed, or wasn't necessary for him to bring out certain tools that he has, under his sleeve or in his toolbox, however you want to say it, right? And he brought that out against Lomachenko. He brought the patience out. He brought the, precise landings. Just beautiful stuff, man, which baffled Lomachenko. I don't care what Lomachenko says. I understand, man. He's just being a big crybaby. Sorry. I pushed videos on that too. I love Lomachenko. Amazing fighter. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all know the story there. But outside the ring, he's being a big crybaby. He just recently came out and said, it was a draw. I've seen it so many times. Lomachenko's obsessed and, crying over spilt milk. Forget it. Move on in your life, bro. Whatever. That's that. And hey, it's going to be a great fight, though. Lomachenko versus Nakatani. Heck yeah. But what I'm saying here, however you want to see that fight played out, many people, some people say, it was a draw, man, it was a draw. I think Teofimo won clearly, okay? That's just my input. But what I'm saying here is that I'm not knocking Teofimo, man, on fighting Kambosos, okay? I'm not knocking on it. I'm not tripping on it. And I've been saying for a minute, just like a lot of communities been saying, I want to see Teofimo fight Haney next after Kambosos. I mean, you know, now that Taylor, amazing, you know, undisputed champ, ladies. This is real undisputed. I got to repeat that, make it clear. Real undisputed champion at 140. Real, okay? Josh Taylor, man, awesome stuff. Great win, great victory. Oh my gosh, I loved it. You know, things are changing. You know, I've said it time and time again, man. Every single freaking day, something's changing in the sport of boxing. New updates, blah, 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 right? So now that Josh Taylor won, Teofimo was recently interviewed, okay? This is what I want to get at, and I want to speculate certain things that, you know, junior and senior are saying, okay? We gotta analyze these things because it's gonna lead us to conclude, or at least give us a path of idea, hypothesize what Teofimo is gonna do next, okay? Regarding this, okay? A Haney bout, okay? So this is it, man. Teofimo's junior, right? He's coming out on, you know, whatever interview, whatever platform, whatever. Like I've said it time and time again, so many platforms out there, so many reporters, whatever. Okay, so, you know, he comes out recently saying, you know, asked about Josh Taylor fighting him. Teofimo is open to that idea now, but we got to understand, we don't know what Josh Taylor's next move is going to be, okay? We don't know. Obviously, he's expressed moving up to 147 and fighting Bud at 147, but at the same time, Bud is saying he wants to move down at 140. In my personal opinion, Bud should have just stayed at 140. Whatever, that's another topic. But what I'm saying here is that a myriad of things can happen, all right? But Teofimo is expressing his desire to fight Taylor possibly at 140, to be undisputed champ at 140. And this would be his only undisputed opportunity in Teofimo's case, okay? We understand 135 and the whole situation there with whatever they want to call him, undisputed. That's not true, but everybody knows that, okay? I mean, not knocking Teo, but it's just facts, okay? So Teofimo was talking about, yeah, I wouldn't go to the UK though, but you know, it would be here in the United States. He's referring to it would be in the United States, you know, if I were to fight Taylor and blah blah blah. So I mean, that's that, okay? Now he's talking about Teofimo as of late possibly fighting Taylor. But at the same time, everybody knows the story. If you haven't seen it, it's out there in an interview, whatever. He's saying he wants to fight Haney after Kambosos, that he's going for Haney's head or whatever, okay? Now, we got to understand here. It's hard to determine what Teofimo is going to do after Kambosos. It's hard because we got to understand, we cannot ignore this, ladies and gentlemen. Kings and queens, we got to be factual. Facts are facts. That's why I don't do the biased nonsense. The biased stuff, it just blinds you. There are people out there who just rock and ride or die for a fighter, even though they do, you know, have things against them or whatever that you can criticize. But no, he's perfect, and no, yeah, all these guys are scared of him, and blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like, I don't do that. That's a waste of time right there for me, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go back a little bit. Remember when Teofimo came out on social media, whatever the heck, he was in front of a camera, and he's like, we sent a contract to Kambosos, you know, with his hands there. You know, we sent the contract to Haney. Whoever takes it first, and you know, that was a lie. I mean, let's just be real, man. I'm not calling Teofimo a duck. I'm not saying, you know, he's scared. I'm just not. I don't do that. Y'all know how I do it. I do it respectful. But he lied. I mean, why? Because Bill Haney comes out after that saying, we didn't get no contract, man. And we knew, ladies and gentlemen, we knew he was going to fight Kambosos anyway. I mean, it was mandatory. We knew he was going to go for that. I mean, you can just see things, ladies and gentlemen. Things are clearly seen, okay? You can't go around things. So this is why I say it's kind of hard to say what Teofimo's going to do next. And that was a while ago with this whole thing that he said he supposedly sent a contract to Haney. That he didn't, you know. And I don't know why he said that, maybe to appease the community, to make it look like he wanted to really fight Haney, but he was going to go for that mandatory. And I get it. I'm not knocking the mandatory fight. You know, you already know that's my standpoint. You know, because how many fighters out there are doing that? Okay, I got to make that clear too. How many fighters out there are doing this mandatory stuff? A lot of them. How many fighters out there do the warm-up stuff? A lot of them. So let's just not, and it goes back to the, you know, the golden era of fighters, you know what I'm saying? Same thing, man. I mean, so it is what it is. So now, this is what I'm saying here. Now, what is Teofimo saying recently? That he's going for Haney's head, you know, after the Kambosos fight. You know what I'm saying? And he said that something along the lines of, you know what I'm saying? He's saying that something along the lines of if Haney prices himself out or something like that, if he prices himself out, then they're gonna go to purse bid, you know, so that they can make the fight, so that the Haney versus Teofimo fight can happen. However, I mean, we got to look at it in all angles, ladies and gentlemen. I try to be as realistic as possible and look at as many angles as I can. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen? The question here is this. What makes or leads Teofimo to believe that he has the decision to have a fight go to purse bid? Isn't Bob his promoter still? You see what I'm saying? What's going on there? It seems like he's just totally ignoring Top Rank and Bob. That can be that he's possibly going to be a free agent after this Triller stuff. You know, obviously he's not going to depend on Triller, man. I mean, you know, Triller is a you know, they use you and move on. They use you and move on. I mean, they just recently said that about, if I'm not mistaken, about Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, they recently come out, Triller, whoever the heck the head guy is, there said something along the lines of, you know, Jake Paul was a one-shot thing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we used him, and in other words, we used him, and now we move on, you know what I'm saying? So, who knows if they're going to rehire him or reuse him, whatever, okay? But that's generally what corporations do, man. Let's just be realistic with employees, okay? That's another story. But, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say here is I don't think Teofimo is going to sit here and rely on Triller. I mean, Triller's not a promotion company or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, Teofimo's talking about, you know, they're going to make an offer to Haney or whatever to try to make the after Kambosos, to try to make the Haney fight. He said that, you know, if he overprices himself, we're gonna go to purse bid. Something along those lines, he's saying. So according to Teofimo, man, he's gonna make an effort to make the Haney fight. But what position is Teofimo in to say that? That's what I'm trying to say here. That's another deal, ladies and gentlemen. What happens after Triller? He comes back to Bob, good old Bob, okay? And what happens if Teo presents this to Bob? Bob's the one who's calling the shots right now. You know, he's calling the shots for his fighters, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just not be naive to this stuff. Let's not be naive. And you all know what I'm talking about. When it comes to Top Rank and Bob Arum, man, you know the history. Let's forget Bud Crawford. I mean, the history. Before Bud. Eons before Bud Crawford, man. We can't be blind to these things. Now, that's what I'm trying to say here. What position would Teofimo be in? That's a question I have. To say that, you know, we're gonna give him an offer, but if he doesn't accept it, it's gonna go to purse bid. Who's to say Bob won't say, "What, boy? What are you telling me, grandson?" Who's to say Bob will say, just say, I'm the boss here. This ain't going to no freaking purse bid. So that another promoter or whatever the heck company can buy it like Triller did and make me lose money? No. Yeah, I know Bob got a percentage of the whole Triller thing, but I'm just generally speaking here. I don't think Bob would permit that. Now, the other angle is this. Teofimo will probably buy his way out, whatever the heck, out of the contract and become a free agent. That would be awesome. I'm not knocking that. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo, man, that's awesome. You know, congratulations to his success up to now. I mean, that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. It doesn't seem real probable to me that Haney's gonna be next. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay? Because why? Now here's another point I want to talk about. Okay, this is very important. Check this out, man. You got to see the language and how these guys are talking. What I mean to these guys is all these fighters, the coaches, blah, 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 promoters, see what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Do they agree with each other? Are they on the same route? Do they have the same ideology? Because Teofimo Sr.'s coming out saying, I mean, this is fresh, whatever. Whenever you see this, I mean, whatever, right? I mean, information comes out so quickly. By the time I say it time and time again, by the time I post this video out, they're gonna say something else. I mean, whatever. That's how it is. Because there's cameras in front of all these guys' faces. So, you know, and I'm talking about these guys, all these fighters, all these promoters. I mean, there's cameras in front of their freaking faces almost 24/7. I mean, they come out walking out of the freaking bathroom and you got a camera in their face. You know what I'm saying? They come out. I mean, I talked about that months and months ago about, you know, Eddie Hearn. Let the guy eat, man, for crying out loud. Robert Garcia, let the guy freaking eat, for crying out loud. Sometimes these guys are eating. They got a camera in front of their faces. You know, they're just like, oh, you know, I'm Joshua. You know, I made a video about that. It's like, come on, guys, leave these guys alone once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, information is rampant. Every single freaking second you have something new these guys are saying. You know what I'm saying? But as of late, I'll just say it like that. As of late, Teofimo Sr. is saying the fight's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's what Teofimo Sr. is saying. He was confident. He was so blatant and outright about it. You know, whatever reporter, whatever camera was in his face, hey, Teofimo, you know, what's up with Haney? He said it's not going to happen. He's not going to fight him next. I mean, can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? Can you believe that? Can you believe it? I mean, it's hard to believe, but now it's not, you know, what fighters do nowadays and coaches, whatever the heck, you know, the moves they make, sometimes it's not surprising anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not surprising. So Teofimo Sr. comes out saying it's not going to happen because, and the reason why is because he said Haney's going to price himself out. Haney's going to price himself out, and I mean it's not. And on the flip side, Teofimo is calling himself he's kind of a cash cow now. He's a cash cow now. And now Teofimo, I think, is going to run with this and say that, you know what, everybody they want the biggest, you know, they want to cash out on me, and, you know, not everybody's going to get this chance. You're pricing yourself out, I'm not going to fight you. Oh, this guy's pricing himself out, no, I'm not going to fight you. So, you see, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I think Haney versus Kambosos is not going to happen next, man. I was quite correct, and this was months ago, you know, I pushed a video out and it has a similar thumbnail, but it was Oscar De La Hoya. Similar thumbnail as you see right now on the screen. But it was Oscar De La Hoya in the middle, and it said no-go. Ryan Garcia was on the left, Tank Davis and Haney was on the right. I knew it wasn't going to happen. Ryan can say whatever the heck he wants, and I've been saying this for a minute, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's just, you know, trying to be a whatever the heck he's trying to be. I don't know. But, you know, we can see through this stuff, man. That's what I'm trying to say and conclude on, you know, and get my point across at least concerning that point, that a lot of times we can see through these things, you know. Something tells me, man, and I kind of have a feeling, or, you know, and after analytically, you know, checking all this out, I mean, I kind of think that Haney versus Teo is not going to happen after Kambosos fight, man. And that kind of sucks, man, because I want to see this. And if he were to fight Josh Taylor, it would be awesome. But one of the reasons why I want to see, the main reason, is because Haney's style. And you know the phrase that everybody says, styles make fights, man. Haney versus Teo, stylistically, it would be a really good fight. It would be challenging. And that's why I want to see it. You know, that's why. This kind of reminds me of, you know, when Gary Russell was calling out Haney. I mean, I just made one video about it. That's it. You see, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to soap opera stuff, man, I say it with all due respect, man. When it comes to these guys calling out, and you can see it's pie in the sky call outs. You know, they're pie in the sky call outs. Gary Russell, all due respect, I know a lot of people want to defend him. Whatever, I get it. I love him, man. He's a great fighter. But you can't go around facts, man. He was calling out the war. He was doing pie in the sky call outs. That's what I say. For crying out loud, Bud Crawford, how can you get hyped up over Gary Russell and Bud Crawford? That's not going to happen, man. Please. It's kind of like, you know, El Gallo Estrada calling out freaking, you know, Teofimo Lopez or something. It's like, what? What are you doing, dude? Just hush. What are you doing? What's the purpose of this? And all of a sudden you disappear. I mean, it's not, they're pie in the sky callouts, man. I made one video only about it, and that's it. About Haney and Gary Russell, and I just gave my input on it. And in that video, I talked about, I think Haney is the one who's really about it, man. He responded to Gary Russell. Bill Haney was aggressively, let's get it. Not complicating things. Yeah, I know it's a controversial thing. Why am I saying this? Because I think Haney wants this fight more than Teofimo wants this fight. I mean, that's my opinion. I'm not saying Teofimo's ducking. I don't do that. I'm just saying that what I think and what I see is that Haney wants the fight more than Teofimo. Okay? And Teofimo Sr. added to that when he said that, Haney's going to price himself out. He also added, he said, and they're also giving Haney a mandatory. They're giving him a mandatory. If I'm not mistaken, it's Fortuna Jojo Diaz winner. Turn around and fight Haney or something like that. That's what, Teofimo was talking about, Senior. So, off the bat, ladies and gentlemen, but from what I understand, it's commonly said out there too, right? Unifications trump mandatories or whatever. You see? So what I'm saying here is that Senior, it looks like he's already, off the bat, they're already talking about reasons why this fight's not going to happen. More than anything, Senior is. I'm not saying Junior is, all right? I'm not saying Junior is. Senior is. You see the problem? That's the thing, man. When you talk too much in front of cameras, I mean, you got to be careful what you say. Same goes to Eddie Hearn. How many times has he lied, double talked, and that's why I don't like hearing that dude. All due respect to Hearn, but yeah, I don't like hearing that guy, man. Even Bob Arum. Well, okay, why? I mean, want to use facts here. What did Bob Arum recently say some time ago? This was like 2 months ago, man, a month ago. I don't know the heck, however long it was. I know it was more than a week ago. I can assure you that. It was more than a week ago. What did he say? Big announcement, big fight for Bud Crawford in a week. Just hush, man. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Bob Arum, just leave Top Ring. Just go, retire, buy an island, and enjoy your life, bro. I'm tired of these guys. These guys coming out so much in front of the camera, saying this, saying that, flipping it, switching it, lying, double talking. I mean, that's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. When you talk a little too much in front of the cameras, I mean, that's what it is. And the community, that's why I don't agree with it when these guys come out and say, oh, they don't know bleep about boxing, shut up, you don't know anything. When they talk about the fans. No. Fans, a lot of the fans, not everybody, but fans, and I'm not talking about the biased, weird stuff, okay? I'm talking about those who really do their research, do their homework, and really, that know the sport of boxing. You can't say that to them. You can't say that, and I don't buy that stuff. You don't know bleep about boxing. No, what do you know? You know what I'm saying? Why do I say this? Because people don't want to be held accountable to what they say. These guys don't want to be held accountable to what they say when they flip the script and they switch it up and say this and that. Didn't Teofimo sometime come out? Hey, let's be 100. Come on now. Didn't Teofimo some time ago come out and say, hey, Deontay Wilder is a bleep? And then he turns around. No, I didn't really, what I meant to say. I mean, come on now. You're going to be held accountable. Whoever you are. I don't care who you are. Teo, Haney, whoever you are, man. I mean, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's better just to be on the low, and hold your dignity, you know what I'm saying? Okay, fine, let's be real then. Let's do it another way. What did Sugar Ray Leonard? Remember? Come on now, let's be real here. Nobody really talks about it. No one brings that up, and it's facts. What did Sugar Ray Leonard say some time ago? Whatever interview, whatever the heck. I mean, you can find it, look it up. It should be there somewhere. I remember this, though, clearly, that on the lead up to the Mikey Garcia versus Spence Jr. fight, Sugar Ray Leonard was asked, hey, who do you think will win, Mikey or Spence? He said, Mikey Garcia. And then they said, why? Because he's Mikey Garcia. And he was asked about that or whatever the heck, and later on Twitter or whatever the heck social media, he says, what I meant was this. It's like, you know what, hey, don't that's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. You see what I'm saying? Whoever it is out there, You know, I'm not picking on Sugar Ray. He's a freaking legend, man. I mean, but I'm 100 with everybody, man. I mean, that's the problem with sometimes people say things without, you know what I'm saying, being careful on what they say. The community is going to hold, that's what I'm saying, the community, fans, boxing fans, they're going to hold these guys accountable according to what they say. We're human. We mess up. We screw up. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we say things, but when you do it too much, that's what I'm trying to say here. And it seems like, man, the Teofimo team, they're speaking a lot, man. They're talking a lot. I mean, you know, and that's why some of the communities out there saying, hey, man, you guys are kind of big-headed now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. And that's what community's saying, not just, you know, I'm not saying it only. You know, I mean, seems like they're just kind of talking too much. And I don't know, man. I just don't see, I don't know. I hope it does, though. I've said it time and time again when it comes to certain fights and scenarios. I hope I'm proven wrong. I don't care if I'm proven. You know what I'm saying? I'm not those type of guys that I'm right all the time. You see, I told, you know, it's like, you know, I'm the one. I'm saying it right all the time. No, I don't. I'm a freaking human. I don't care if I'm wrong. It's great if I'm wrong. I love it. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? I just speak what I speak and what I see and give my analysis. I hope I'm proven wrong. I hope Teofimo comes around, turns around after Kambosos, and gets this Haney fight down. And likewise, ladies and gentlemen, likewise, hey, on the flip side, I hope Haney accepts too. When offers are presented, legit stuff, and Haney says, hey, let's get it. I hope he says that. I hope he says that. You know, I don't see Haney the type of guy that says, no, you know, I got to go do this mandatory stuff. I got to, well, you know, WBC is telling me this, so I'm going to, no. I don't think Haney's like that. But I'm also going to hold Haney accountable too, man. Come on, let's work this fight out. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Definitely. What do you guys think, man? With all these things said, you know, with all what Teofimo Sr. and Jr. are saying, to me, it looks like this fight's not going to happen next. I just don't see it, man. I don't know. But hey, prove me wrong, man. Prove me wrong. If Teofimo and Haney fight next, oh my gosh, it would be just amazing. Just look at, ladies and gentlemen, look at the numbers of the average views or whatever the heck they want to say, right? The average and the peak views and average views. Top Rank is pushing out, whatever, the statistics and stats that are coming out. It was a lot of viewers, man. 1.5 million or whatever. I don't remember the numbers, man, whatever. But it's going to be good stuff, man. You know, Teofimo Haney would do huge. It would be huge. But take all these about in this video. You know, what's going to happen after this Triller event? You know what I'm saying? Teofimo and Kambosos. Is Bob Arum going to let Teofimo call the shots? How he's talking now? Oh, you know, we're going to throw him a purse bid. I'm sorry, we're going to throw him an offer, but if he doesn't accept it, it's going to go to purse bid. I don't think Bob will like that, man. And he has some legal stuff to deal with, Teofimo, if I'm not mistaken. If Teofimo plans on going independent. So you see, that's another reason. That's another reason this fight may prolong or not happen next. Why? Because Teofimo, you know, I got a legal issue. I got, another year. Who knows, man? Who knows? It's just a lot of stuff, and that's why I see this blurry, this fight, man, this matchup. I don't think it's going to happen next, but who knows, man? Comment in the comment section. Please let me know what you think about this. Do you think it's going to happen next? I'm not confident about it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. So subscribers, thanks so much, man. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Renee Box Young, simply platform where we discuss, critique, analyze, and talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed fashion. Definitely, man. I thank you so much, each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe. Peace out, fam.